Hello friends, welcome to Kavita's classroom. In our previous video, we talked about the negative externalities of production, and these result in the market failure. And when I say market failure, what does it mean? It simply means that the resources allocated for the production are wrongly allocated in terms of the quantity. Means for negative externality, it means that the things are produced more. In fact, they have negative consequences for the society and the third party, so should be produced lesser. So as we talked about negative externality means these talk about the third party cost as a result of the action of producers. And we had the examples of deforestation, air pollution, resource degradation and depletion, and which had their consequences on the third parties like local residents, common man, and future generations. Right. When we talk about negative externality of production, mind you, production means we would be talking in terms of cost and supply curve. We would not be touching anything on demand curve, right? So the change would be reflected on the supply curve. So how would it be shown? See, we did talk about this, that demand and supply curve intersect to find E. E decides the quantity allocated and the price, but there is some cost which the society bears that is reflected by MSC intersecting with this D, and which result in E dash, means social optimum level of output is SO, this level, right? And actually allocated things are more, QA. So welfare loss was shown by this, and it always points towards the socially optimum level. Right. So what is the solution? As it was suggested, the imposition of tax is the solution. So how much tax and why and how? See, we have to curb this welfare loss, and welfare loss is of this quantum. Right. So if the taxes of exactly this value are imposed, that will shift this supply curve S leftwards to this S, which would be MSC dash, right? Which would be MPC, that is MPC plus taxes. That is a result of the tax imposition. So the new supply curve would shift leftwards, which will intersect the previous D at E dash, and which will allocate the quantity which is actually desired by the society. Meaning thereby is this whole welfare loss which is reflected here would not be there anymore, because the new situation would be the quantity would be shifted leftwards and the price charged would be higher in the new situation, which will curb the producers to make, and consumers also would be curbed from usage because they would be required to produce to buy it at a higher price. Just let me explain the same in another diagram in a very fast manner. So this is our basic structure of demand and supply, but because it has got a negative externality, so the desired level of output was not this. Desired level of output was this. So this was socially desired or socially optimum level of output. It means if the government wants that the quantity has to be reduced from QA to QSO, so the supply curve should shift leftwards. And when is it possible? When this new supply curve is given some addition of taxation. It means earlier the supply curve was shown as marginal private cost curve, marginal, and here it is marginal private cost plus taxes, means a new supply curve which is equal to marginal social cost as well. Right. So this point simply says that now this is going to be the new price as compared to the previous price. So the prices are inflated and the quantity is reduced after imposition of taxes.